Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. The post-Clash in Paris edition of WWE Raw saw Becky Lynch responding to CM Punk's call-out instead of Seth Rollins. The man not only disrespected the best in the world, but also slapped Punk multiple times before he left, telling Lynch she would regret her actions. At one point, fans chanted GTS, wanting CM Punk to lay out the man. However, Punk chose to stand by PG rules and walked off. But the best in the world wasn't the same back then as he is now. At Royal Rumble 2010, the Second City Saint connected his signature GTS go to sleep on Beth Phoenix, who surprisingly entered the men's Rumble, creating a perfect highlight reel moment. The two reportedly began dating the following year, in 2011. Although their relationship was private and short-lived. CM Punk may compete in a major WWE match. The rivalry arc between CM Punk and Seth Rollins has reached its peak, and now Becky Lynch has become a thorn in his way. Reports suggest that Punk's wife, AJ Lee, may return soon for a massive match. Lee's return to punish Becky Lynch for attacking Punk multiple times, first at the Clash in Paris 2025, and then on Monday Night Raw, could eventually set up a mixed tag team contest on ESPN's inaugural WrestlePalooza 2025 Premium Live event, which will emanate live from the Gainbridge Fieldhouse on September 20th. Stephanie Vacker vs. IYO Sky is already officially announced for the Indianapolis-based event for the vacant WWE Women's World Championship, which Naomi vacated last month, announcing her pregnancy with husband Jimmy USO. With a lot happening and the possibilities on the horizon, it will be interesting to see whether AJ Lee returns to the Stanford-based promotion to put the man in her place for attacking her husband. Nayan is a WWE news and features writer at Sportskeeda Wrestling. After completing his bachelor's degree in mass communication from Potter International, he began working as a YouTube script writer. Nayan then transitioned to Pink Villa as a combat sports writer. He gained valuable experience there before finally coming under the banner of Sportskeeda. Within 1.5 years, Nayan has written over 1,000 articles, interviewed MFN promotion owners, and conducted a Twitter campaign that gained over 50,000 retweets and more. He puts fact-checking and mindful journalism above everything by applying a 3-check method, where he tries to verify reports from reliable sources and cross-check whether other major publications have covered them. Looking back at his association with pro wrestling, Nayan recalls being hooked on the sport after watching Shawn Michaels vs. The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. Since then, the product has been an inseparable part of his life. Apart from the Heartbreak Kid being Nayan's favorite wrestler for his confidence and charisma, he is also a fan of Brock Lesnar due to the Beast's "work speaks louder than words" attitude. Nayan can be found performing mixed martial arts and reading true crime in his free time. In the history of professional wrestling, certain moments become unforgettable, not only because of what happens in the ring, but because of how they shape the lives of the people involved. One such instance involved CM Punk, one of the most polarizing figures in WWE history, and AJ Lee, who would later become one of the most beloved WWE divas of her era. In an unexpected twist of fate, the two shared a now famous wrestling moment inside the squared circle before becoming romantically linked in real life. The story of CM Punk hitting his iconic go-to-sleep GTS finisher on AJ Lee and how it eventually led to the beginning of their relationship a year later is both fascinating and symbolic of the unpredictable nature of wrestling. The infamous GTS moment. The incident dates back to WWE's storyline in 2012, when CM Punk was reigning as the WWE Champion and AJ Lee was rising to prominence in the women's division. AJ's eccentric on-screen character made her one of the most unpredictable personalities on WWE television at the time. She was involved in several storylines with top stars, including Daniel Bryan, Kane, John Cena, and of course, CM Punk. During this storyline, AJ developed a reputation for being chaotic, often interfering in matches, and making decisions that left fans buzzing. At one point, she was named the general manager of Monday Night Raw, further solidifying her importance in WWE programming. But before all that unfolded, there was a memorable exchange between Punk and AJ. In a shocking segment, CM Punk, while portraying his straight-edge anti-hero character, ended up delivering his devastating GTS to AJ Lee. The move, usually reserved for Punk's toughest opponents, was used in the heat of the storyline to generate drama and chaos. While some fans gasped at the sight of Punk laying out AJ, others recognized it as just another example of WWE pushing the boundaries of storytelling. What nobody knew at the time, however, was that this on-screen moment would later be remembered as the spark that indirectly connected Punk and AJ on a deeper, personal level. From storyline to reality, after that moment, Punk and AJ continued to interact on WWE programming. Their characters often crossed paths, especially when AJ was placed in romantic angles with other wrestlers. The chemistry between Punk and AJ was hard to ignore, even when they weren't meant to be the central focus of the storyline. As time went on, the two began to develop a bond behind the scenes. Unlike many WWE relationships that are publicized early, Punk and AJ kept things relatively private. For months, speculation swirled among fans who noticed their interactions off camera, but nothing was officially confirmed. It wasn't until about a year after that infamous GTS moment that the truth came to light. CM Punk and AJ Lee had begun dating in real life. What started as an intense wrestling segment had transformed into a genuine love story, one that neither fans nor the couple themselves could have predicted. Why the GTS moment still matters? The significance of CM Punk hitting AJ Lee with the GTS goes beyond just shock value. It highlights how WWE storylines can sometimes intertwine with real-life relationships in unexpected ways. At the time, nobody could have guessed that the man delivering the move and the woman taking it would go on to build a life together. It also serves as a reminder of AJ Lee's role in WWE during an era when women were often overlooked. Her interactions with Punk and other top stars prove that she could hang with the best, both in storylines and in the ring. AJ's ability to take such moments and turn them into career-defining highlights is a big reason why she remains a fan favorite to this day. For Punk, the GTS on AJ stands out in his long list of controversial WWE moments. Punk's character thrived on shocking fans and pushing boundaries, and that moment captured the unpredictability that defined his career. A legacy of unlikely beginnings. Today, CM Punk and AJ Lee's relationship is one of the most enduring love stories to come out of WWE. While many on-screen romances never translate to reality, theirs blossomed in a way that feels almost scripted by fate. The fact that it all began with a wrestling move, the GTS, makes their journey even more unique. For fans, it's a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected moments can spark real-life connections. What started as a shocking wrestling spot ended up leading to marriage, careers outside the ring, and a partnership that has lasted well beyond WWE. Conclusion: CM Punk hitting AJ Lee with the GTS might have been a shocking storyline moment at the time, but in hindsight, it became a symbolic beginning to one of WWE's most heartwarming real-life relationships. A year later, the two began dating, and within a few more years, they became husband and wife. From a dramatic segment in front of thousands of fans to a life built together away from the spotlight, Punk and AJ's story proves that wrestling is more than just scripted entertainment. It's a stage where real emotions, connections, and destinies can take shape. The GTS may have knocked AJ down in the ring, but in the bigger picture, it set the foundation for a love story that has stood the test of time.